Oh God. Right, hello guys. I thought I'd do a little stream. Good news. I've spoken to my landowner, the landowner who I get permission to do metal detecting on. I just rang him up and asked if I can go up there and make it like a temporary accommodation, like, temporary bushcraft shelter. And he said, yeah. So I'm going to talk to him a bit more about that tomorrow. I'm getting my bag sorted out, ready to take some stuff with me. I still got to put my camping stove in on yet, which is like, that big, and the gas cylinder and food and whatnot. I always take extra underwear with me, in case you might fall foul of the horrible bugs out there. So clean underwear, and I always take extra socks with me in case like my feet get wet. So extra pair of socks and gloves. I'm taking 2 cameras with me tomorrow because the other one seems to keep mucking around and not recording the full video clips. So I'll probably use that one tomorrow. I don't know why I put that in there, but that's furniture touch-up market. I don't know why that's in there. So that can go up there. A little measuring tool thing. Spare batteries in the camera. Hello, paranormal world. So spare batteries in the camera. One of my other cameras, but this isn't HD. Well, it is HD, but it's only 1080. It's not the 170, which I like using. But I always put that in there just in case my other camera doesn't want to work. So that's in that pack. So let's stick all this back in there. So I wanted to ring up my landowner, the one where I do metal detecting. So I want to go out tomorrow, but I don't want to be metal detecting. I want to give metal detecting a little bit of a break. And because I've got so interested in like bushcrafting and stuff like that, I thought, I'm going to start learning how to do a bit of like bushcraft and make my own temporary shelter up there. Because I said to him, I want to make a temporary shelter so I can go up there, and if it's okay with him, camp up over there over like a couple of nights in the future. I don't want to be going in that tin shed where the horses go, kind of thing, just in case they try to get in there when I'm sleeping in there. So I'm going to tell you how I'm going to arrange that in a minute. I've got an idea of how I want my little bushcraft temporary accommodation. I can't do a sip up for some reason. New bag and then problems with the sips. I'm going to be dressing up with all my camo clothes tomorrow. Woohoo! My camo shirt, my camo trousers. The only thing is I ain't got camo boots, but never mind. In here is a tarp. Once I start building it, if I can get the roof up, I'm going to put the tarp over the top and then cover it again with twigs. So there's that. My trusty axe. The file, in case my axe starts getting a bit blunt. String. My little spadey. It's quite good actually. I like this, but it isn't as good. It wasn't the one I really wanted, where it had like the extra bits in, like a knife and a firelight and stuff like that. But it does have a little compass on it. So if I need to dig, I'm going to be making a fire probably. So I don't know if I need to take my actual camping stove with me tomorrow or not actually. No, because he does have bonfires on his land anyway, so I'm pretty sure he'd give me permission to make a little bonfire, camping fire. So a little spade with pickaxe on it, so I can dig down and make a little fire pit. is, I've got to put all this back in my after. Right, that string I was talking about. So I've got two types of string. This one's more stronger than this one, but just in case I run out of that one, I can fall back on that one. A hammer. I've been trying to find my damn nails and I can't find nails anywhere. You know, I found a couple, but not as many as I need. A ruler. Don't know why I'm taking a ruler, but you know, and a little kind of like twig cutter thing. Because you can actually use like vine and long roots as string. Do you know that? I bet you didn't know that, did you? My gloves, my heat gloves. These are actually for when you're doing what's that bloody thing? When you're doing that kind of torch work, you know, melting or putting metal together, you know, can't remember what it's called, but got some gloves. Like, you know, when you're putting food on the fireplace, it does get a little bit hot. Got a saw in here as well, a spare saw. There's my other camera, which I keep having problems with. The head torch, just in case I work a bit too late and it starts getting dark. I think that's a poncho. I can't remember. I think it's a poncho. Spare batteries from my torch in case it does run out. It shouldn't because there's brand new batteries in now. And some nails and tacks, which are just falling all over the floor. But what I want to do is I'm going to tack some of the wood together and then like string it up after. What else is in here? Some more gloves, another torch, UV light, some hooks, screw on hooks, because once I've done that, yeah, I can start screwing some stuff on to the actual shelter when it's built. Like, you know, I can always hang my torch up, hang that up. No, because some of the stuff I might leave there, because I don't think anyone actually goes on his land, because it is, you know, electrified actually, the fencing. I'm the only one who knows how to get on there. My other saw. And my new knife. And that'll be on my belt tomorrow when I get up there. So yeah, the only thing is I don't know if I can actually, I don't know if this actually unclips. Because with my belt it's going to be bloody hard. Yeah, there we go. So when I put it on I can just slide that in and clip it down. And that should stay on my belt. And then when I take it off, that's going to be an awkward way of taking it off, but you know. So that's my knife. I'm probably taking a camera with me to make sure, you know, that there's memory card in there. And make sure the batteries work. Battery works okay. It's got memory card. Yeah, it's got a memory card. I'll have to check what's on him actually before I put it back in the bag. So yeah, getting all set up for tomorrow. I'm going to take some food with me and a frying pan and a kettle, little cooking kettle. Now I did say yesterday, I'm sure I bought a frying pan, but I couldn't remember or not. Yeah, well I actually did buy the frying pan. So this has got to go in there as well. I'm not actually going to be camping over there tonight or tomorrow night. I'm just going to start, you know, building and then come home later in the afternoon. So yeah, I bought the frying pan. Somehow it fell out of the bag when I was taking them shopping out and it fell down the side of a box. It's only because I was looking for the cooker earlier, not the cooker, the kettle. I saw the frying pan. So one frying pan and one little kettle. So that's got to go in the bag. Food wise, I'm going to take sausage, bacon, some eggs. I've got a couple of these little squirty bottles, which I use for milk detecting. I filled up 2 of those with cooking oil. I'm going to take some crisps and maybe a packet of custard cream biscuits and a chocolate bar, maybe, because I don't know what time I'm going to come out. I want to, work throughout the day if I can. I want to get up there for about 9 o'clock and start, rummaging around, getting all the, put together. I'm going to need, some really big, like 6 foot, 7 foot, well, we'll say about 6 foot because I'm 5'11". As long as I've got a few inches to get in, above my head, I want to get like the 4 corners, because I'm going to make it more like a square or an oblong, depends. And then what I'm going to do, instead of having the wood all along like that, I'm actually going to have like 4 sticks as guidelines. Then I'm going to put a few more sticks in between them, standing upwards. Then I'm going to have them going crossways, like so. A bit like a cabining one way, I suppose. But yeah, I'm getting a little bit excited, I'm glad that my landowner said yes, because otherwise I would have had to ask the other landowner, being Tom. I'm pretty sure he would have said yes as well. But with Ron, his area is backed, on the back of his area, there is woodlands there. So, if I start running out of wood from his woodland area, I can always jump over Tom's. If he hasn't got this stuff I need, I've seen plenty of wood at the back of Ron's. Tom and Ron, I keep getting them bloody confused. So, yeah, tomorrow is the day I'm going to go out and start doing some of the stuff. And I'll do a video tomorrow. I'm not going to do a long video because it's going to, I want to work on the camp. I'm going to do the videos in kind of like steps, I suppose. So, yeah. No, I'm going to use what nails I have got. But these are a bit too small. So, they're going to be a bit too big, and I've only got a couple of those. So I'm going to have to use what I've got. I'll have to go to the town centre on the way home. So I want to leave, just before it gets dark anyway. And on the way home, I'll stop off at the Mitcham Town Centre and see if there's any nails in the hardware section at the Poundman store. So that's what I've got in my bag. Now I've got to put it all back in. I've got some containers where I'm going to put my meat and my eggs and my sausages, bacon. I may take some bread with me. I need to get the butter and stick it in a little container as well. I'm not going to take a tent with me. I just want to start getting it, but even if I only get like a fraction of it started. Now I can always do some more when I go out and do some milk detecting. I knew it's something. Yeah, I rang his number, his mobile number, but it's like an answer machine, and I didn't know if it went through or not, so I just rang his home number and spoke to him. And he said, "Yeah, no worries." And I said, "Well, I'll see you tomorrow anyway, and I'll have a chat with you about what I'm going to be doing up there tomorrow." And he said, "Yeah, no worries." So I'm glad that I have got permission. I nearly did. Actually, here in this box, I have got some other stuff in here. So I want to learn how to make those little cups, watch people make, you know, for drinking out of, the wooden cups. And also I want to learn how to make my own knife, or a knife, but spoon and fork, which should be easy enough. So I've got this little utility so I can like carve away, you know, little bits of wood from when I'm making my little bits and pieces, cut the chisels, and one of those round kind of chisels that you dig out, you know, the unwanted wood from your cup. I'm not saying I'm going to even start doing it tomorrow, but you know, making cups and knife and forks. Well, not knife and forks, but forks and spoons. But if I get a bit bored, you know, building the shelter, then I might consider about, you know, trying a little bit of carving. And I've also got this little knife thing as well. Couldn't find the blades, but I did find another one unopened, and I'll stick that one in my bag and leave that one out, because all these like little tools do help with your carving. So what I want to do when I start it, instead of starting on the shelter itself first, I'm going to make like a little corral, as they call it. And what I want to do is, it's going to take, you know, a bit of time to do the corral. Even might take a whole day to do the corral, because what I've got to do is put a load of sticks around, and then like find long enough sticks to make it like a fencing, and that's to keep the horses away. So I don't want to make a shelter without a fence, and then the horses come along and start trying to grab me food when I'm cooking it. So that's what I'm planning to do first of all, is start making the corral. What will I do my camera? Don't tell me I'll put that in there. Oh, I'll check the monitor in there. So yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. Do the corral part first, so the horses won't like come through and like start pestering me. I've got to find, you know, a big enough area to do it anyway. And once I've done that, then I can actually start making the frame to the actual shelter, and work on it when I want to work on it. You know, I'm not going to like spend days and days, you know, working on it and not doing no metal detecting, because that's, you know, pointless. When I go metal detecting, I can still go over and do a little bit like building if I want to. You know, I spend like 3 or 4 hours metal detecting. As soon as my back starts aching, which it normally does, I can go and sit down and oh, that's the point. I've got to put my little chair in there as well. Yeah. Oh God, hang on. Got to get that before I forget that. But also got to get my thingamajig. I can't think that's going now. No, you know, to me, it's you know, it is exciting, but it's something I've never done. That fits in a lovely chair. We're going now. That's all. I'll tell you, this bag's bloody enough heavy as it is. You know, it's more heavy than when I take my metal detecting gear with me. You know, I've got to check that camera, see what stuff's on there, and then find that case. I think I'll put the case in the bag accidentally. I'll have to check it in a minute. I'm going to go through all that lot again. I've got to take everything out again just to look for the bloody case. So yeah, as I say, I'm going to make it like the fencing first, like a little corral. Then after the corral, I'm going to start working on the shelter itself. I'm taking a little chair so I can sit down on, but I will eventually make my own like little bench so I can sit down on. Once I've done the actual shelter itself, depending on the weather, I can start going up there and camping up there. You know, I want to make a bed frame as well. I've seen people how they make the bed frames, 4 bits of wood with 4, you know, it's just like a normal bed frame but made out of sticks, you know, kind of thing. And then you've got like little logs going across, hammered in or like tied on. So I want to be doing that as well. So I'm not actually laying on the floor. I've got something decent to lay on. It's going to be a bit backbreaking, I know, but I'm going to, you know, I've got my pump up bed and I've got my sleeping bag. I may even take my tent up there and sleep in my tent a couple of times while I'm actually working on it. I've ordered a knife sharpener for my axe and my knife. That's coming through. I've ordered 3 books on wild foraging, you know, like food, what kind of mushrooms you can like pick and eat. There's many different types of mushrooms you can't pick, and you know, if you pick the wrong one, there's one particular one that can kill you within 48 hours. And I don't know nothing about, you know, foraging in the actual wilderness. You know, I'm thinking like, you know, just be on the safe side, you know, buy the stuff from the shopping centre. But you know, if you want to learn a little bit about the wilderness, you need to learn a bit about, you know, what you can actually rummage, you know, find in the woods to, you know, kind of eat. I know like blackberries and strawberries and wild berries you can pick sometimes, but they ain't out till like, you know, summertime. So yeah, tomorrow, hopefully, depending on the weather, that's where I'll be going. So let me just check. Oh, here we go, look. I'm always getting these fucking emails from Apple. Authentication log app sync, Apple ID non-activated for a security update. 11th of the 2nd, 2020. Dangerous, you've made a fraud payment from Small Sing on App Store. I don't even have an Apple fucking mobile phone. I used to, but once the contract went down, I never used it again. So I just ignore all these damn stupid emails. VIP Small Magic -1 month. I'm going to have to try to get onto Apple actually and tell them I keep getting all these like stupid emails. Ulrich sent me a message saying that he's seen some stuff. Yeah, $21.76 or 76 cents for some bloody Small Magic, whatever that is. No, as long as I don't get charged for it from my bank account, that's okay. Hi Steve, Courts on my TC activity seems to be symbolic. Today, analysts from a collective point of view is an important time in British history and Danish. We stand to lose billions in trade with you guys, and our fishermen are going bankrupt. He sent that through MeWe. So, oh yeah, what's the weather going to be like? I didn't go out today because there was a bit of a gale today anyway. But tomorrow, sun in it feels moderated breeze. I'm going to have to wear my wellies tomorrow because it's going to be bloody muddy because of the amount of rain we've had. Thursday is going to be rainy. Friday is going to be light cloud, moderate breeze. Saturday and Sunday is raining. So is Monday. So after today, next time I'll probably go out there is either Tuesday or Wednesday, Thursday and Friday is light cloud with moderate breeze. I can do any time from Tuesday till the following Tuesday, I suppose, and go up there. But I'm going to take my time doing it. I'm not going to rush. because if you rush, that's how accidents are happening. I don't know how sharp my axe is. You know, I don't think it's that sharp, but it should be okay. You know, just chop a few bits of pieces. You know, I might not even need the axe actually, because I'm going to be using the saw more than anything else. But there should be a video up tomorrow, guys, of me out starting on my little. Might turn out bigger, but you know, it's only going to be like a one room kind of thing to start off with. I can always expand it later, put like some shelving on it, you know, so I can put my stuff in. I want to make sure there's enough room in there so I can put like a bed down. It's going to be like a little house, 1 story little house kind of thing. There's an article in the paper today which I got on my mobile. Some young 13-year-old built his own house from £1,500 it cost him, and it looks pretty cool actually, all made out of brick and everything. It's only like 1.5 stories, but it's really cool the way he done it. But at least I ain't gonna have to spend money on like buying wood and timber, because there's plenty over there. I'm sure there's plenty over there. When I was over at Tom's area, just having a walk around, I saw so much wood there. So I'm pretty sure there'd probably be enough to make, you know, at least a 1 room kind of shelter. That's so I can always like expand it later on. I'm not going to do it so like I'm kind of like cramped in there. You know, once the bed's already in there, I'm going to make sure, you know, I've got enough room for the bed and enough room to put a chair in, and make a little kind of like table thing in there as well. And I'm also going to try to make a little door as well, so you know I can shut the door when I want. And I'm trying to keep an eye out on a lot of videos on how they do them. I think the best one I need to start looking at is TA Outdoors, because they've made some really good camps, but some of them haven't had like, you know, doors on them. But I have seen a few videos where they've made doors, so you know, I'm going to be learning from them. Right, so I'm going to shoot off. I'm going to try to get an early night tonight, and wake up around about 7:30. It's time I get up and leave here. Now I've got to get my food prepared tomorrow as well. Or I might try to get it sorted out later. Put it in the containers already, because I've got to cook my dinner yet anyway. I had nothing to eat today. So while I'm cooking, I can put like the bacon, the sausages in a container. I don't know if it's wise to put sausages and bacon next to each other while raw. So, you know, I've got some of those little zip bags, so I'm going to put the bacon in a zip bag, the sausages in a zip bag, then put them in a container. I might take some bread with me, but I've only got brown bread, you know, the old brown bread with seeds on. So I might take some of that with me tomorrow. Some butter. Got a knife, fork and spoon to take with me as well. Got my kettle. I'm not going to take milk because I've got those like coffee sachets. So I'm going to take those with me. I've got a little container with sugar here, which I've put in. So I've taken 4 sachets of coffee, enough sugar for the coffee. I've got to sort out the bottles of water as well and get them in the bag. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy tomorrow. Just hope my camera won't keep packing up. I think I might have to swap the memory card from that one to the other one while I think about it. Because I think it might be the memory card that's knackered. Right, okay guys, cheers for watching, and be ready for a video tomorrow hopefully. Cheers.